Hey folks, this is Hoang Murphy, CEO of People Serving People. Just reaching out to you all to give you a couple updates now that we are in quarter two of 2025. And so, really, just kind of the big ones are that we've really started our investment in family engagement. I want to chat a little bit more about our systems change work now that the legislative session has ended, and then what that might mean for our building remodel. And so the first part is just that we have been reopening up our activities and services, after losing a lot of that community engagement after the COVID-19 pandemic. And so, really how I see our work here is that we've, unquestionably do life-saving work as a family homeless shelter, but we also need to be doing life-affirming work. And so that is, another way to say that is that we're meaning-making. That's the last part of the trauma resolution is that, while you wouldn't have paid the toll for, the knowledge that you have, if given a choice, the last way that you resolve trauma is that you find meaning in, the difficult things that have happened in your life. That allows you to take those, experiences and those skills and challenge, folks at the Capitol. It allows you to make a difference in your school district and advocate for your young people, and allows you to, face a whole hurdle of challenges and to create meaning in your life, which is what allows you to really do more than just survive. It allows you to really move forward and to live. And that is a lot more of the work that we are aiming to do. And so we were able to survey families for ideas and have them pick favorites of different activities. And so we were able to successfully launch our our Indigenous Peoples Day event, along with Juneteenth recently. There's been opportunities both at St. Anne's Place and downtown at various events. We've brought back movie night. We have a board game night. So if folks are looking for an opportunity to volunteer, that's always a blast. And we're also opening up reading with our ECE folks as well. So if any of those activities, call out to you, please reach out to Nolan, who's on our staff, who's our volunteer coordinator. The other update I'd like to share is that we had two bills at the legislative session this year here in the state of Minnesota specifically. I wish I could give more positive news at this front, but we lost on both of those fronts. One of them was a child care background check reform bill. That was more of a challenge around the technical issue. We were looking to change the way that background checks are done so that way that there's data that is available only to the Bureau of Criminal Apprehension that is monitoring people's online activities and flagging if there's any inappropriate material that someone has that is worth following up for criminal investigation around child safety. But that data isn't shared with the people doing the background studies check. And so there was an instance here recently in the state where someone was known to MPD, the Minneapolis Police Department, and known to the Bureau of Criminal Apprehension for at least 2 years, who then perpetrated at several different child care centers, all while being known to authorities, but was being told by Department of Human Services that this individual kept clearing a background check. Those two things shouldn't coincide. I think the system should talk to each other. But there's federal barring language that we are now going to be working on at the congressional and federal level to change so that we can then allow that change to happen here in the state, so where that data can be shared with folks doing background checks. Unfortunately, there was no bonding bill that was done that included nonprofits. And so our building ask was not funded. No nonprofit was. And so, while very disappointing, we're going to be going back to the session next year. There's a rumor of a smaller, kind of a skinny bonding bill happening. We will see. If we can't get funded through that avenue, we are going to have to look through funding through alternative means. So I will keep folks posted, but this will be kind of an important year to push for that. And just speaking a little bit about the remodel, for folks that maybe just don't know what we're talking about, it's that, it was originally a garage that stored snowplows and, county vehicles downtown. And it was last remodeled in 2012. But, that was not a significant one, but the majority of the space hasn't been redone since 2002. It's not. It's reflective of what we knew about trauma-informed care at that time, which is very little. And so it's time that we update it. Epoxy floors hold up really well, but they aren't so great when you have a baby that needs to do tummy time. And so we've never asked the state ledge for capital improvements before. And so we think that, for the first time in 20 years for us to be asking, we'd like them to prioritize it. And so those are the updates I have for you. Please reach out if you have any direct questions, or check out our upcoming Coffee with the CEO. That's where I'm able to have more direct conversations with folks and able to address immediate questions. So thanks everyone, and I'll catch you later.